Igor here with Trumpet. Been away from YouTube for a while, but it's good to be back. This is a debrief commentary on my video that I posted a few days ago on David's Shalom. My wife and I went to go see the movie a couple weeks ago. We really enjoyed it, and this piece in particular stuck with me. It's a song about peace, and I highly encourage you to listen to the main song from the movie on YouTube if you haven't listened to that yet. So I really enjoyed recording this piece, and in this video I'm just going to talk about behind the performance, just my approach to every video that I record and every tune that I learn on YouTube, just what I do to make these things happen. First thing that I really do, I'm really trying to sense what the performer was sensing when they were performing that piece at a very high level. Now obviously, being Christian and knowing, the story about David very well, this world lacks peace. The peace that I have with God is something very meaningful to me. So I was able to channel a lot of that also into my performance. But whenever I'm learning any piece of music, I listen to it a lot just to get the performance aspect of it down, just all the tone, the emotions that come out of the tone of the performer. And I try to channel that, and I try to mimic that in the trumpet sense, because the video is a singer, and you can, when you have lyrics and words, it has a lot more meaning because you hear the words and you can form these thoughts. But when you're just listening to a musical instrument, you have to play with a lot of expression, and I do put the lyrics on the screen there as you saw in the video, but you still have to feel the lyrics, and you still have to feel the singer and where they do what with their sound, with their tone, with their musicality to make the music come to life. And that's a huge tip that I could give to aspiring musicians, is before you can really develop your own sound, you have to listen a lot, and you have to mimic people very, very well. And I feel like that's one of the most important things that I do to get ready for my performances. When you're learning any piece of music, you want to bring it to life, listen to it and mimic. And then of course it's very important to develop your own sound and your own style, but it's very important to be able to mimic professional musicians and the way they do things. When it comes to arranging this piece of music for the trumpet ensemble, it came with its own set of challenges just because of how free the music feels, especially in the beginning there. It feels almost out of time. And I wanted to write the sheet music for kind of a play along, or at least a follow along style of video. And I'm not an arranger or composer, and I'm sure there are many people watching that video who could have arranged that piece of music a little more clearer than I did, and that's okay. But I'm just doing this just for fun for YouTube. So I actually wasn't able to find any sheet music of Shalom from David online, but I'm very thankful to the person that I linked in the description for having that backing track video on YouTube that I was able to use. So thank you so much for that. All right, hey everyone, we just made it to the spot where we're gonna film. I hope I grabbed everything. I haven't done this in a while. A bunch of small stuff in my trumpet case. Got a bag with some other stuff that I'll show you. And I'm about to get set up and get to recording. It is 8:47. It's been a long day, but this is gonna be fun. So my equipment, I use a Canon G7X Mark II. I've had this camera for a while. Camera bag, charger just in case I need it for the batteries. I have an H5 Zoom microphone, my laptop for the GarageBand and all the recording. I have my trumpet that I'll show you in a second. And then I have a tripod slash stick for my iPhone. And then I have a small selfie stick, or whatever you call this, vlogging stick, for my Canon G7X Mark II. And for my trumpet, I have a Yamaha Wayne Bergeron model, and I play on his GR Studio mouthpiece. So I'm gonna do a quick little warm up. Now it's 9 p.m. and it's been a very long day, and I actually haven't picked up the trumpet in a few days. So this isn't your ideal warm up, and this isn't my ideal warm up. I just have to warm up some long tones, get the air moving through the horn, get my lips to center where they're gonna be today, just warm up some of the notes I'll be playing in David's Shalom, hit some high notes that I have in the music, and we'll be ready to record. So it's pretty cold outside, so trumpet's gonna be cold, so I always just try to blow some air into it. All right, I'm gonna get set up a little bit and you'll see how I set things up here. I need to make sure that I'm looking at the music while playing, because even though I have the melody memorized in my head, I'm playing along supposedly to sheet music that you are all supposed to follow, and it's happened in the past where I would write out the music but I'm kind of playing it in my own way, and it didn't make much sense to look at the music. So I always do try to make sure to look at the music. So I have to have the laptop here, and I have my H5 Zoom. I'll have that set up right next to it here on a separate stand, because it needs to be a little bit farther away from me while I'm playing. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Right, so I've got my laptop set up with GarageBand. That backing track's loaded in. I have a USB-C to a mini USB cable going to my H5 Zoom, and I'll have to mess with the settings and the volume. That always takes me the longest to get to where I can tolerate it with my trumpet sound. So time to stop talking and start playing. I just now finished recording. It is 10:18 at night, so I'm ready to get out of here. But this was a lot of fun. It took me a while to get going. I like to think I'm good at technology, but I really hope you enjoyed the David Shalom video that I posted a few days ago, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. And I'll be making videos like this. I won't be doing all covers, just because it's not good to use other people's content and other people's music directly. So I'll be doing educational videos as well, and just other trumpet content. I'm excited to be back. I'm excited to share my love for the trumpet. I'm excited to hopefully inspire some of you to pursue music or continue on with music and pick up this awesome instrument. And I'll also be very open about my faith. Peace isn't the absence of war or the absence of stress in your life. It's the presence of God. So, and I honestly, truly feel that and live that every single day. I really hope that for all of you, that you can experience true peace. Thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate your support and for watching this video. I hope you have a great week. Blessings.